Pimp My Setup episode number 274. Recorded live on September 20th, 2017. My name's Matt Philly. You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Philly. That's producer Tom at Thomas Philly on Twitter. How you doing today?
Doing great. It's a nice day out.
Yeah, it's nice. We're supposed to get a little bit of Senor Jose, but he's doing a little bit of this, and thank God. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A little bit of that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Snackadoo.
SETUPS.com, 35,000, 37,000, a lot of members on that. That is our Facebook group. And then, of course, also we do have our Discord.gg/Matt. Check it out. This episode of Pimp My Setup is sponsored by Zooms.io. Celebrities like Mark Zuckerberg, the Pope, and James Comey cover their webcams. But why do they do that? It's because privacy is important. Zooms.io makes these affordable webcam covers which are made in Switzerland. Simply clean your device, place the cover on, apply force, and you're all set. Now you can simply slide to reveal your camera whenever you need to access it. For $10.90, you can get a 3-piece set with free worldwide shipping and VAT. Protect yourself today. Check out all of the options by clicking the link in the description. But yeah, let's not waste any time hopping into the first set of the day, submitted by Sam. Sam is only 16 years old. This is probably what's gonna make me have a heart attack just looking at this setup. He's mainly a competitive gamer, which I'm not gonna lie, that is honestly very surprising looking at this, because I would not really come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Looking at all the different things he has. He said that's why his mouse isn't so colorful. He also is a music producer, a solo filmmaker, and a DJ. And Tom put in a little note and said, dude's an entrepreneur.
For real. I mean, he has so many interests and so many things he does.
I didn't know at 16 you could not only be a competitive gamer, but a music producer, dropping hits, making movies by yourself, apparently.
Solo.
Yeah, I mean, you could just say filmmaker, but I guess solo filmmaker. He's every...
Like, hey, I can help you film with camera. Nah, I got this, bro.
Yeah. He's like the lighting guy, the sound guy, all at once. And he's a DJ, so that's crazy, man. I have to say, right off the bat, it obviously shows that you have the different accessories, you have all of the different assets needed to do what you're talking about. So good job there. We are going to get a lot of comments, you know, people saying that maybe you didn't really pay for all this. So, hey, I don't know. He seems to have enough going on in his life that he can make some...
He's got many avenues that he can make cash from.
Revenue streams, just... It's like a river, you know?
Basically.
But I would say, just kind of right off the bat, out of sight, out of mind, you know, maybe not your strongest point. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You clean it up a little bit, make it just a little bit more... I guess I don't know the right word.
It's just that left side, really.
Yeah, just kind of a little bit to clean it up, and it will look a lot nicer. The second photo, we could see the wire management. The idea is there, but I think there's still a little bit, especially in that bottom right corner, that could have just been a little bit of Velcro, a little bit of zip ties, a little bit of Scotch tape. You know, whatever you want to use. Trust me, you can make that look a little bit nicer. But the desk does have that built-in little section there, which is nice. So congratulations. But of course, accessories. That's something we're always going to talk about. Headphone mount would definitely look nice. Isolation pads for the speakers would be nice. I mean, for the most part, the MIDI keyboard, that's really the best spot for it. I don't know what the situation is like when he has to pull it out. You know, I don't know, but I kind of like what he's going for. It's just, it's like a lot of setups we've seen before.
For sure, yeah. And I don't know if that's like apple juice or...
Oh, that's apple juice. I mean,
in like 16, you know, like you're allowed to drink whiskey.
Hey, when you have that many jobs, he's got to take the edge off.
He's like, oh, God.
Yeah, after a long day, gets home from like, you know, high school. Yeah. It's like 9th grade. It's like, God damn. He's like,
okay.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to do this, but I got to drop a new mixtape.
God, they're waiting for it.
I want to just quickly round this one off by asking Tom, what do you think the theme is here?
White.
He
doesn't really have anything that's like personable, like, oh yeah, this guy likes that. It's just like, this guy likes a plant.
It looks like he's in a freezer.
It does, yeah. It's just very, very, very white and all that. And the curtains like kind of like just like blend in the back, even though it's a little bit of a dark color. Yeah, there's really no theme. Nothing I can say that like he likes, except for the stuff that he said in his email. We got a comment on the live chat. Matt, you could be a teen and have an expensive setup. Mine at about $3,500, but I am 16 and did all of it myself. I'm going to assume he's from another country, but yeah, I never said that that's not true. I'm just saying that's what the comments are going to say. Because at 16, maybe he can get a job, like, and he's been working on it for years.
Yeah, you can get a job at 16 at Best Buy.
Yeah.
So,
maybe
anyways,
it's in another country. We don't know.
Yeah. Next set of the day is submitted by Lucas. He's 12, and he only recently made this. Okay, keep that in mind. He's wondering if I had any tips for him to improve it. Well, go figure. This is Pimp My Setup, where I give tips. So, honestly, oh God. I'm going to try to be as nice as possible, but I think the first...
Just tell him what's up.
Okay, the first thing is your PC placement is not ideal. You just completely ruined all of your space for your feet.
Yeah.
It's gone. Nada. Plus, you're trying to hide all your cable management behind it, and we could see it. So at least do a good job hiding it. You know, you're probably not the best at hide and go seek. You're the guy that puts like a lampshade on his head and it's like, I can't see
Call it a
me.
day.
So yeah, definitely a problem there. You know, do I hate the consoles being the way they are? No, but I think you could have at least made it look a little more presentable.
Yeah, straighten them out, dude.
Yeah, jeez. I think it's just the angle, but the PlayStation 4 looks like it's tilted up, or like the...
Yeah, it looks like either the drawer is messed up, or... Yeah, I can see that.
And actually, you can see it's like everything's slanted. I don't know. This is definitely...
It's because the desk, you see the desk and the drawer, like the dresser are kind of like on top of each other a little bit.
That's no bueno. Plus, your speakers... Senor, por favor, mis amigos. They're behind the monitor. It's not how it's supposed to work. Definitely not a fan of that. I think usability is also hard because you're not centered to the opening of the desk. You're trying to center yourself to the actual end-to-end piece. And by doing so, your keyboard, like the left side, WASD, is technically over the drawer. That's not comfortable. That's not how it should be used. Bezel's fatter than your mom too, am I right, Fezzles?
Yeah, Fezzles.
Quite an interesting scenario there. I will give you props on the decal.
Super cool.
Lucas,
very unique. I wonder who made that.
Can someone that's like really good in the English language let me know if... I thought if it was like it ends in an S, you don't put the S after it.
Yeah, I thought it was Lucas apostrophe.
Yeah. Lucas,
But at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying, you know, let me know in the chat.
I'm not an English major.
I don't know anything, honestly. But yeah. Oh, and then someone said, the keyboard is perfectly usable. Not everyone needs it centered. Yeah, that's fine. But the idea is that he's over a drawer.
Yeah, look, it's like leaning up. It's like angled up in the air. You can kind of see it. It's like, so you're telling me that that's comfortable, like the way you're using that keyboard? There's not enough depth to the desk.
That's probably him in the chat, but he's not going to claim his setup. He's like, whatever, it's actually perfectly fine, man. If you just shut your mouth for once. Yeah, apparently I'm right. English did me well in school. That's not how you're supposed to do it, but yeah. It's fine, man. You know,
hey, you probably wanted it.
Just rip that part of the sticker off. Yeah. So good. Anyways, now it's time for the next setup. Callum, 16. He's a gamer who just started his YouTube channel. His interests include gaming, movies, graphic design, and music, and he's currently working on fixing his PC, which is under his desk. And he's using an old HP Pavilion laptop, which works okay for what he needs right now. His YouTube channel, if you want to check it out, is Dead Pixel. Speaking of Dead Pixel, this is a dead set. No, honestly, I think the easiest, most obvious thing in the world that needs to be fixed right off the bat is putting the consoles right there. What is that? Who in their right mind?
He was going to add another console on top of them, so it's like kind of like a squared off look
to it. There you go. That would have probably been fine had he just done that. No, honestly, what is going through your mind? Like, that is just the absolute worst spot possible. And I'm sure that guy in the chat's gonna hop back in. Actually, that's the best spot for those. Honestly.
Actually, if you want to play Jenga, this is like the perfect situation for it.
Yeah, if they fall down, it's fine, man. Just absolutely horrendous. You know, having the printer on top of the PC, that's bad enough.
Yeah.
But having the consoles right where your feet go is just definition of cancer. That is not how it should be set up in any way, shape, or form. So definitely get that out of there. You know, I would have at least expected to have decent cable management to go with it.
Yeah.
But
not the case.
Not the case at all. And he's got the stickers and this, that, and yeah. But looking at the actual first photo and kind of examining the desktop itself, there are definitely out of sight, out of mind that needs to be addressed. But he does have a fidget spinner off to the right side. Therefore, automatic 35-point bonus.
First place.
So, I don't know. Just looking at this, it does have quite a few things that could be fixed. But it's not the end of the world. You know, you move the consoles, you clean up the desktop a little bit, and all of a sudden, it's like, you know, before and after, you know, Biggest Loser edition or something like that. Yep. But I think the right monitor, we don't even know the scenario there. If he's only going to be able to use it for consoles, or if he also uses it with the setup, but he can't do it with the laptop because his PC needs to be fixed. We don't know the scenario there. So as of right now, I don't even really fully want to talk about that because it just doesn't make sense. I can't imagine that being comfortable.
I have a little thing. Is that a Polaroid TV?
Yeah, it is.
I've never knew that they made TVs.
Fun fact, Polaroid does a lot of weird shit you probably wouldn't even imagine. Like, I bought a bundle of a camera before, and Polaroid makes some of the weirdest things. Like
that's like the weirdest thing I've seen. Polaroid making TVs.
Yeah,
I've seen it all.
Little do you know, they're like only black and white, and you have to shake the TV, shake it like a Polaroid. I just want to watch TV.
I just want to play my game.
But yeah, I mean, what's really depressing, I think, is you look at this photo. The room is awesome.
That wall is so cool.
Great wall, interesting colors. Nice artwork and stuff. Just really a missed opportunity. And I definitely think you could come up with a better solution. You know, hopefully that guitar is on some sort of invisible stand that I can't see.
It's on the invisible stand that you get from Amazon.
Because that could, that
looks like it's signed by someone, maybe a famous musician.
It's signed by himself. He's like,
you're doing great work. Keep it up.
Fan.
I'm your biggest fan.
Definitely a lot that could be fixed, though.
A lot of potential, though. I really like the way the setup. Once you get your PC fixed, then you went out to use the laptop, and then you'll work from there. Don't think we're like
roasting you just for fun, even though it's a lot of fun. I mean, we're really telling you what you could do to fix it. So now, night and day. Take a look at the next setup. Justin, he's 31, so obviously there's a big difference there because it shows that he's an adult. Use the setup for mostly use the setup mostly for gaming. He said, please feel free to destroy him for hiding his speakers and sub behind his monitors. His current speakers can't stretch to the left or the right of his monitor, so he'll likely be getting some new speakers at some point. He's hoping we can help him find something that will help bring this setup to a wow factor. Wow factor. And it was, I mean, this setup, sure, it's not perfect, but is anything really perfect other than me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A lot of things are perfect.
Yeah. Well, honestly, taking a look at this, there are only a few things that I do want to fix, and it's just such small, little, minute things that if I just ignore those things, I'm like, wow, this is nice. I dig it. I love it. Looks good.
Much better.
Yeah, just, whoa, so good. Look at the wall art to start. You know, we'll go up and down. That's really, really cool. I like it. Do you think it's a little too high up?
A little too high for my liking.
Yeah. You know, maybe if you got another set, move those up a little bit and got another set below.
Maybe that'd be too much. Actually.
Yeah. Maybe
I like the idea of what you're doing, but maybe not.
Maybe he could just put like a shelf or out of. I would just move it down a little bit.
Move it down and center it. You know.
Just put his whole wall is like 35 of those.
Just like make it so it's just a black wall, you know, basically with all the little frames and all that.
Yeah. Someone said it's an overused theme. Not really. It's
You're
called,
allowed to you know.
It's called whatever you enjoy in life. That's like, I like football. It's like, you can't. Other people like football. Knock it off. It's like, okay. Honestly, I think he did a great job. Now, another complaint as we work our way down is on the right side of the desk. You know, it's cool. He's got his PC there and stuff like that. But maybe the pop vinyls and the way the helmet is displayed might not be the best because, for one, it makes the helmet look really cramped, and then it kind of makes the whole setup look a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
I think especially having the pop vinyls just like randomly placed, it kind of hurts. So I don't know what the perfect situation would be to fix that. Maybe rotating the PC to actually have the side panel facing outwards, and then you could string the cables through behind the monitors and stuff. And then by doing so, you could put the pop vinyls in front. It's not really covering. You get to see the nice LEDs inside of the case. That is an option for sure. But I think what you really should be looking at is either, I don't know if that's just like a little, technically that's fine. To the left of his computer, you could put like the Stormtrooper helmet over there. To the left.
Oh.
Yeah, like over there.
The left of the PC, I'm like, well, that's where
the left of the desk, you could put over there. You know, the glass case could also make the helmet look like it's worth a lot more money.
Yeah. I feel like it's just there for the picture, to be honest. Like, because it just looks cool there, but you won't be able to see it when you're sitting at your desk.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You should try to better utilize that. Now, that's another issue with having this monitor arrangement. You know, it's not a terrible arrangement. When you're sitting there, it's very usable, but it makes it a lot harder for things like speakers, which is another issue. You know, we do see the cables a little bit more behind the monitors, so that is a spot where we're able to take a few points off. But for the most part, hiding speakers is no bueno, señor, por favor, mis amigos. So I would definitely try to come up with some sort of solution here. Now, whether that means raising the monitors up, squeezing the speakers below, putting the speakers way further out. I mean, there's a lot of different situations that you can make it work. But a lot of people in the chat are saying, get a shelf, get a shelf, get a shelf. So, I mean, there are definitely a lot of places you could put a shelf. You could keep the artwork where it is. You could put the shelf below that, or you could vice versa that. I mean, really, it's up to you depending on what you put on the shelves. But, you know, one thing that I will say is pretty awesome, and I've seen it before, you get a baseball display case.
Baseball bat.
Baseball bat. What is just baseball? Baseball bat display case. Pop vinyls fit perfectly in there, and you could literally put that right below all of the artwork, and it will look sick. You just fill it up with all Star Wars pop vinyls, and it will look. And you know what? That'll give you the wow factor.
That's the wow factor.
That's the wow factor right there. You know, cable management though in the second photo, that's perfect. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, obviously. Maybe like take back the perfect thing. I mean, you could manage it, but because of the way the desk is, that's perfect in the sense that it's not on the floor. It's out of sight, out of mind. So congratulations. Ooh, actually, Nero just made a good point. Put the helmet in the middle of like underneath the artwork and stuff, and then the pop vinyls to the left and the right.
I feel like there's not enough room for it to look good.
Yeah, plus I think the problem too is he's not centered to the artwork.
Yeah.
Like the desk and all that is, but the monitor and stuff isn't, so kind of look a little bit off. Ooh, lightsaber under the pictures. Drop the mic.
Mossy G.
Dude, that's actually pretty dope.
That's a good idea.
That's actually pretty good. I do think whether it's the baseball bat display case, the lightsaber, just a normal shelf, whatever, that's just going to add another bit of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Any final thoughts, Tom?
No, yeah, a lot of potential once again.
So you might have looked at this and said, hey, this is probably the best of the day. But then all of a sudden, vroom, vroom, I'm in my mom's car. Here it is. Check it out. Next up of the day is submitted by Zahran, 32. Wow, 1 year older.
Yeah.
Malaysian and
I was going to look it up for you and get the pronunciation. But
Scuderia Ferrari fan. Shit, I look like a dumbass now. Main setup is for gaming, while the other setup that you can see off on the side is for work and studying. The NZXT Manta case was inspired by the Ferrari F458 model, so he ended up basing his theme off of that. Ooh, damn! Now, this is definitely different, and if you don't like Ferrari, then you're obviously not going to like this, but you have to, just like the people that hate Star Wars or dislike Star Wars themes, even if they like Star Wars, you have to just get over it, because this is somebody's personal inspiration, their theme. I like it. Now, a lot of different pieces going through that I could really appreciate, you know, starting off with just the cars off to the left and the right. I mean, that's just the shelf cabinet thingy that they're on. I mean, that is just perfect. That, I feel like that was such a necessary part, because imagine those were just black.
Yeah.
Just, it would not pop. The theme wouldn't really get sold, you know, people wouldn't grab on it. So I like that. Yeah, people are like, oh, got it.
I'm grabbing onto this theme.
So I like that. That's really, really nice. He does have the artwork up above, like the sketches of the Ferrari and the Scuderia Ferrari and all that. And then what do you think of those like honeycomb sort of shelves?
Very unique, very cool looking, and I like how they intertwine red, black, red, black, red, black, and you know, and I like the little stance he has for like the car that like they have it angled down basically. Yeah. It's like such little things that you probably wouldn't even think about added right into that setup.
Bam. I wonder too if that's on a Lazy Susan, and that shit just spins around.
Maybe.
Look at. Zoom into the far left.
The far left one.
No, down. Sorry, my bad. That's cool. I was talking about the. Yeah, my bad. I know what you were talking about, but I forgot to say. Yeah, I wonder if that's on a Lazy Susan and it just literally spins around all day.
I mean, it'd be a nice little touch, but I don't think it needs to.
Bro, that'd be sick as hell.
Because that one's not.
Yeah, but that one's too damn big, Tom.
Yeah, so why would you do it for only one of them? Because
it looks like it's a multi-million-dollar setup. Anyways, hey, that's a great idea. Get yourself a Lazy Susan. Looking at this photo too, I gotta say, I like what he's got going on above that setup as well. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes
That is very...
effort.
I have to do my schoolwork. That reminds me. Thank you.
I got my shit done already.
Because if I do it now, I'll never do it.
Yeah.
Later.
I like what he's going on. What he's going on. What is going on the right side? Because he said that's where he gets his work and studying and all that. Did he say studying? Yeah, work and studying. He was able to do all that over there. He's got his printer. That's like way more. I guess you could say less distractions. Which is definitely necessary. So I like it. Great job with the right side. It's not often we see a 2-part setup where the other part is just as good as the other side.
For sure. Yeah.
And man, just look at that case. Can we get a zoom on the badge right above the NZXT logo there? That is so goddamn sick, dude. That is so awesome. Damn.
That was the case I was looking at.
Oh, is it?
Before anything, like my case that I would get if I had the money. That's a nice looking case.
If I had the money, you're making us seem like we're poor, Tom. We only get stuff if it's free asset.
Yeah.
I really like it though. I like the under part. I like that he's got his headphones where they're at. For the most part, man, I mean, it's just a gorgeous setup.
It's just great. Like, I don't even know what you'd fix, to be honest. If I'm just like looking at it, there's really nothing I would change.
Yeah, I mean, for me, one of my big problems with it was really just speakers, but he's got a sound bar.
Yeah.
So it's like he kind of checked that off the list. And I think for the most part, he just kind of did it. He
just did it. I mean, yeah. The theme's a 10. It has to be a 10.
He just Nike'd. Well, actually, I gave him a 2.
I just wonder, like, why wouldn't this be 100? Because I know, like, everybody... that's where the comments come in. If you guys think there's something wrong with the setup, that's where you guys come in.
Yeah. I mean, my thing, for me personally, is... And I know people are going to call me a little pussy, but... The 3 pieces of art or printed things right above it's not sent to the monitor. I know it's such a little minute detail. It's centered to the desk. And I get that. It's just kind of like grinding my gears. And that's not why he didn't get 100. It's because I mean, usability, I think it's a little tight. I don't know. For gaming, I feel like it's good enough, but it's not a 10.
Okay.
Accessories is lacking just one little point.
The accessories, I would think 1 point would be taken off because a soundbar does do the job, but speakers adds another whole dimension to it and all that, and you wouldn't have the room to put all the little knickknacks and stuff like that on your desk. So yeah, I mean, it's not 100.
He got a 96.
Okay.
I was looking it over. I took a point off for wait, did I take a point off for that? Usability? Why did I take... Oh, a point off for usability because it's a little tight for... I feel like, look at how the soundbar is close to the keyboard.
Yeah.
And then I took a point off for accessories.
I'm
sorry!
Sue him.
Technically, I could make it a 97. Yeah, it sounds like somebody's about to break into the shed.
A 97, I think, is a compromise.
The plant. Well, yeah, I always hate the plants. Let's be honest, Razor Boy. You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
You already know. Anyways, all right. Let's not waste any more time.
Great setup, though.
We got to keep going. George, 16, loves gaming and looking after his... What? And looking after his setup. What? Loves gaming and... Oh, my God. Oh, that's weird. The door just opened. Hello, person that's probably going to come in and shoot me in the face live on stream. That's interesting.
He likes looking after his setup.
It's like having a dog.
You don't understand.
Sit down. Hey. Anyways, he edits COD and CSGO videos a lot because it's so fun. He said not to judge the wallpaper, please. He's going to change it soon. Smiley, 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 smiley. And adding posters, too. His YouTube is It's Hyper. First off, why'd you say not to judge your wallpaper? I wasn't going to say anything about the wallpaper. If I'm being honest, I wasn't going to say anything. But then to say that and then say I'm going to change it soon? Why not just change it before you take the damn photo?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so fun.
I just had to put it in.
I love it so much. Like, he loves looking after his setup. Hey, here's the thing, man. George of the jungle.
Look out
for that
tree.
Second photo. I give you props for being like, yeah, let me just be honest here. This is what I did. You know,
sue me.
I'm a little bitch. What can I say? Now, honestly, not my favorite part of the setup. Now, are those cables going under the rug, the carpet rather?
Like it, yeah.
He quite literally has like an underground jungle or something.
He goes into his basement and he cables.
Yeah, his dad's like,
there.
His dad's like, George, why did you cut a hole in the fucking floor? Yeah, I mean, that's probably the biggest problem with the setup, I would say, because then you go back to the first photo and really it's pretty simple. I think it's a little tight.
Little cable management like shelf thing. So what went on there where you couldn't put it in there?
What the hell if I know? You can kind of see like oh my god, the carpet's like going up and down like it's a wave in the ocean. But yeah, I think really the biggest problem here is just okay, very simple. The PlayStation is fine. I probably would just stand it up to save a little bit of room, but not the end of the world. The real problem I think is the PC. I think it's a little too big and hefty and takes up a little bit too much space and makes it look a little more cramped than it really should be. So you put that on the floor, I think it'll be easy. Easy for cable management and just, for the most part, kind of help with the overall desk space. Yeah. Speakers, all that stuff, that's fine. Whatever, it's no biggie. TV, also not angled down at all. I know people hate when I say that, but honestly, let's be honest. But, So, I just feel like that's going to be...
there, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be hard to use.
Sure.
Tom hates
his bed's right over to the left.
And it's, yeah.
So maybe he uses that.
And plus...
If it was angled down, he probably wouldn't be able to see it that good.
Yeah, no theme.
Yeah, and that's why I said he's adding posters too.
I don't want to hear what you're going to do.
Yeah, because we don't know what you're into. You like games, and I can see that.
Well, I just hate when people are like, bruh, I'm going to add this, I'm going to change this, I'm going to... Like, why don't you do that?
And then submit.
Yeah, before you submit. Anyways, next setup of the day is submit of a camera. He's 13 and mainly used setup for gaming, watching Netflix. And his YouTube is Seek N, just the letter N, not End. Destroy. Seek N, destroy. So here it is, 13, and maybe just better than some of the other ones we've seen today. Now, of course, if you go to the second photo, we can see that the desk isn't something that everyone's like, ooh, let me get one of those. But it works. It's nice. It's got a rustic, writing the joke. Declaration of Independence, what I was trying to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you think like Thomas Jefferson was like here? When
I feel like you got the feather pen, you put it in the ink, you're like,
ooh, that'd be a cool setup. Declaration of Independence setup theme.
Sure. You want to go for it? If someone wants to do that, I'm not going for it. But
I'll give you 100.
Bro, if we move into the new house and you do a Declaration of Independence theme setup, it gets like 4 million views on YouTube. Like, check out brand new.
I don't even use a TV or like a monitors or a computer. I just have like a book with a quill.
Just the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
Hey man, I think the main problem with this setup is just the unbalanced monitor look. At first, you just glance at it, you're like, ooh, I wish I could fix that. But hey, it's not a big problem. I think it would have been better if you didn't use the Portal wallpaper where it's supposed to like match up perfectly. Like, it's fun because it's such a little difference in height, but like honestly, I want to see you be brave. I always used to do that joke. It's not funny. Xbox, so I don't like that it's halfway under the monitor, so I took 45 points off for that.
It's funny because in his previous photos, he had it... Oh, wait, I'm going back to this one. He had it in one of the shelves.
Oh my God.
He took out one of the shelves and put it inside there, but then I guess
one of the drawers.
Updated. Yeah.
Dude, you know how bad that had to be for it? He probably opened it once and there was like a fire starting. He's like, hey, Ma, I think I'm going to move this, actually.
You need a new Xbox.
Yeah,
so I mean, he put it on top of the desk thinking he'd fix it, but still kind of tight. Yeah, we could... one thing I find a little bit funny is that it's all about the angling. Here in this photo, we can kind of see the cables on the left side. You can see that, right? Yeah. But if you go to the next photo, ooh, we could see it's a little exposed behind the monitors there. If you look a little closely, you can see a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think they could have did a little bit of a job, but it's just I don't like the desk. That's what it comes down to.
No theme.
Yeah,
just nah.
You just need to... I say next upgrade, new desk, and then work from there. How about that?
Yeah. All right, that's it for the show. No, Final setup of the day is submitted by Hieya. Can I get a Hieya? Hieya is 22, likes to draw, video edit, game, and watch anime. His theme is black and blue with some white and obviously anime. Are you stupid? How can't you see that? Plans to do more stuff with the setup, but he just wanted to submit now. Only uses the projector to watch anime and movies. That's it. Nothing else. No porn. Just anime and movies. Well, I guess movies out of. Plans on upgrading the desk when he moves out after college because it's a small. So hey, let's
work backwards?
from the backside. Hit it from the back. So this is the projector setup, which, as you can see, is specifically only for anime and movies. So you kind of lay back and you just get in it. You just head first into it, and you're like, "This is great. This is my favorite." I see a lot of. I'm kind of interested because I really want to see what everyone's saying, and what I see in the chat is a lot of people saying that's not how the acoustic foam tiles work, which we'll talk about in just a second.
He knows that.
Yeah, I think it was more for like aesthetics.
Yeah, he just wanted to make it look good.
But then again, you look in this photo and they're kind of like unbound. The one looks bigger than the other. I don't know. So that's interesting. But in this photo, I also want to quickly talk about the random LED strip. Not sure the point there. But you can also see a speaker. So keep that speaker in mind, because first off, we don't know. I would assume that's the rear.
I think it's for. I think he said it was for his projector.
Oh, God. Okay.
He's in the chat, so he'll.
Yeah, let us
verify.
Know. Then he also said, I have the lights off when using it. Yeah, there are stupid people in the chat that assume he watches a projector in bed with his lights on. He's like, shit, I wish I could see it a little bit better. Anyways, going backwards, the LED strip around the room, I mean, again, it is personal preference, but personally, I think it would have been better not putting those there, only because really LEDs look better when they're not exposed and they're kind of just giving off some diffusion against something. I would have just rather put like spotlights up against the posters or something like that. But you can see the tile going around. A lot of people are saying it's like a little bit too much going on everywhere. Like he's got in every little open spot, he's got something up on the wall, which, some people like it, some people don't. I don't think it's the end of the world. I think it's cool because it adds to his theme. But if we go to the previous photo, we get another shot to kind of see what's going on. We see the two speakers here. So that's kind of where I got a little confused, because like Tom said, maybe it's for the projector, which, yeah, I mean, it could most definitely be for the projector. I don't think it's for a setup. I hope it's not for a setup, because that's definitely not ideal unless he can play it loud. But even then, he's got the right speaker right up against him. Well, the other speaker, if he's sitting out of setup, that's right there, and then the other one's like all the way over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, it's not the biggest room in the world, which is why it makes everything look a little more tight, a little more cramped, but it's just one thing I would personally point out. Now, I think, all the little scrolls and stuff, and that's cool, and all the little foam tiles and stuff, that's cool, and having that big poster, maybe not my favorite spot for that big poster, but it does add a lot. So when you look at I don't know how to really word most of this. I don't hate it. I mean, it got a great score. It's a really unique setup, but I feel like, it's like,
it's a lot. And then it's personal preference, like you said.
I think I lose. Well, I don't lose. The setup kind of loses its cool points because there's way too much going on that you can't even really see the setup.
Yeah.
Especially in the second photo, you just kind of like,
I'm looking everywhere else except the setup.
It's like, yeah, there's a setup there. I had no idea. So of course that's, again, this is a setup show. That's why I'm more focused on that. But as a room, it's a dope ass room. You took a room that's really, really, really small and made it interesting. One thing I would say though is like the third photo, he's got the casting couch right up against his bed. It's just kind of an interesting scenario there. So I guess if you really wanted the couch, that's one way to do it,
Yeah.
So, but it's just really tight. So I hope everyone sees what I'm saying there. And also in the second photo, we kind of see what the cable management is like. Bravo. Kudos. Very, very nice. And then in the first photo, just talking about this, he's got Dragon Balls, which is cool. A lot of little random things here and there, but they're kind of like slid away, which is nice. Is that an ashtray? I hope that's not an ashtray. I hope you're not killing yourself.
It's a dish, the dishes, whatever, like where you
petri dish.
Petri dish. Yeah.
Oh, he's just looking at some insects and some worms. Yep. Yeah. If you're smoking though, I mean, I should just give you a 0 because you're killing yourself, man. It's not worth it. Anyways, Then again,
hold cups. Hold cups.
Oh, I don't know what you're saying.
He says to hold cups.
Oh, I thought you said obuvs or something.
So
like
his
that.
wood doesn't get damaged.
Oh, it's a cup holder. Oh, thank God. Thank God. No, anyways. But yeah, I think that it's a great setup. It's very nice. It just looks, the desk itself, like you said, it is small, and you're aware of that, so that's good. But yeah, everything looks a little tight. I think really that right side of the desk is my main complaint, because there's no depth, and then you have this screen and the picture frame that's like ginormous right up against it, so very small little things, Yeah.
Yeah.
I
like the theme. Like, personal preference, I like all the stuff on the wall. I don't think the foam is really the best, because it has the spacing in between, and I understand, you're spaced out the scroll art or whatever, but I don't know. I just don't really like the foam. I don't really think it does anything. That's the little thing I would say about it. But yeah, it's still a great setup.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of anime, but I'm not going to be like, ooh.
Whatever that was.
Ugh. Anyways, all right, now it's time for the part of the show where we give the scores. Sam, 82. Lucas, 64. Callum, 66. Justin, 86. Zahran, 96. George, 82. Cameron, 78. Hieya, 90. There you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup, episode number 274 for September 20, 2017. And thanks for watching. We'll see you on Friday